Hello folks, welcome to the EVE Online Bomber tutorial. Today we're going to go ahead and take you around the system, show you a few things about your bomber and some things you may or may not know, give you a brief introduction on torpedoes and bombs, and moving about systems with your fleet. So for now, go ahead and align H9. I'm going to go ahead and warp squad. I'll make some basic calls here. If I want you to stay in system, I'll say hold in system. If I'd like you to jump, I will tell you to jump gate or jump on contact.
Got it.
So here I'm warping the squad to H9 gate. Hold into V. We're going to go to HP. Okay, we're all grouped up on the gate. Go ahead and jump H9
Hey,
on the other
just
side.
appeared.
Go ahead and hold close on the other side. See what's on this other side of the gate. And it looks like it's clear. So next, go ahead and line HP6, cloak up as soon as you can.
Alright, I'm aligned.
Okay, everybody's aligned and cloaked up. We're gonna go ahead and warp squad HP6. This time, jump contact HP.
It's a jump contact, just hits like hit jump or
Yeah. Go ahead and jump. I'm gonna warp us out to the middle of nowhere on a cold warp. This will give us a chance to go ahead and group up. Look up when you can. Alright, after we land, we're going to go ahead and align to the 7Y gate. What we'll do next is check out some bookmarks and how we bookmark a gate. So line 7Y. Alright, so one of the first bookmarks I'll take you to will be the Gentleman's or Scout Point. That's generally 180 or 200k or greater off of the gate, not between two celestials. It'll let you overlook the gate and see what could potentially be on the gate, keep it clear of bubbles, and a good place to let other people know what's going on towards the gate and in that system. So here we are, landing about 180-ish K off the gate, and so we're pretty much far away from the gate, not lined between any celestials. And once again, giving us a good lookout for what's around. Also, if enemies or if reds are running in and out of system, we can go to any of our bombing bookmarks to see what we can do as far as dropping bombs or torpedoes. So next up, I'm going to take us to one of our bookmarks. I'll call this the initial perch fix. This gets us about 45k off the gate. Gives us a good point to look at the gate and probably set up on a bomb run if the reds are jumping into system. They'll spawn within 12 AU, or excuse me, 12 cam around the 7Y gate in random directions. So this gives us a chance and some distance so we can drop our bombs on the gate, potentially taking down some reds while still keeping us out of disruptor and scram range. So we're going to take a look at the gate. It looks like we're about 45k off the gate. Once again, if they spawn in the system, they'll be 12k around the gate. And so this gives us probably another 10k outside wolf disruptor distance. Also, if they have a bubble on the gate, they do bring up the bubble, will already be up to warp speed prior to hitting the bubble, so we'll be able to warp through it. And this is the initial perch fix. Anytime you set up these bomb runs, the initial perch fix or etc., try to set up something behind it within a few degrees. Here we have, if you're looking at the gate, to the left of the gate, you notice that there's some, there's the customs office, HP6 Planet 3 customs office is a nice warp way. Although if you want to make this a little bit better, we need to go ahead and move to the right to get that more in line with the gate. The thing is with your bomb and your bomb launcher and your bomber is that when you launch this bomb, you need to be aligned on the target. The bomb will launch out 30k and it'll take 12 seconds to get there, and it's a dumb bomb, so it'll only launch in the direction you're traveling. It will explode 15 away and 15 towards you, So that's how your bomb will explode on target. So in this case, we need to accelerate another 4K, and then when we drop the bomb will explode around the gate by about 15K towards and behind the gate. The thing is about the bomb is you don't want to go ahead and burn into the blast radius. If you have a micro warp drive, you will explode. You want to pretty much launch the bomb, warp out. You don't want to see the bomb explode. So for now, for practice, we're just going to do this together. Go ahead and highlight the gate, 7Y gate. We're going to go ahead and align on the gate. I don't want to drop any bombs on this gate, but I'm just wanting to see how this works. So notice your capacitor beneath your capacitor, your speed's coming up to about 75%. You know you'll be able to warp out pretty quickly. So here it's at full speed and we're cloaked up. So just for practice, we're going to go ahead and decloak, and I'm going to warp us off. And we're basically simulate drop bombs. So it'll be, the call will be align on the gate, decloak, decloak, launch bombs, and I'm going to warp us off. You don't want to see the bombs explode on target. Once again, you'll probably see some kind of damage on the gate. That's about it. Recloak when you can. So those are some basics. Next up, we're going to go ahead into the abandoned mining colony. We'll warp within 50. Some things to keep note of those. Check out your overview. On your overview, you should have velocity, angular velocity, radial velocity, transversal velocity. These velocities will help you determine whether or not you'll get shot or whether you'll also hit the target. In this case, torpedoes are very slow, so if the target is pretty fast with a small sig radius, our damage application won't be that great. That's why we have our target banners on our ships. Help out with applying the DPS. Okay, so here we have a battle cruiser and a battleship. I'm going to go ahead and tag these. So we're going to go ahead and shoot number 1 first, but we're going to anchor the A. So I'm going to mouse over your torpedoes, see what kind of range you have in your torpedoes. I have javelins in this, and my max range is 91. My other ship, max range on the Caldari Inferno of 52. So I'm going to try to get within 52 of my target. And it looks like I am 42 off, so we go ahead and orbit at that range of A. So selecting current on A. And orbit 43 on my other. The one with has the 91 range. We need to get our speed up. Nothing's worse than standing still and having Sancha hit you. You won't last very long. So you want to go ahead and have your velocity or your transversal velocity as high as you can before you start torping.
What I've noticed when I turn my afterburner on, it always just burns me in the opposite direction I was traveling. Is there any way to alleviate that? So if I were to decloak right now, turn the afterburner on, my ship's going to immediately stop, turn around, and start burning in the other direction. I've noticed it always does it.
For micro, it does that with micro warp drives, but I haven't noticed that with afterburner. I mean, I'll give it a whirl.
We'll see what happens on this go, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so the first one who decloaks will be the first one aggroed. So William will be the first one to decloak. When you see him decloak on your watch list, go ahead and start decloaking as well. We're going to go ahead and target one. Decloak, decloak. Make sure you turn your mods on as well. And my ships are still going the same direction.
Mine turned around.
Your ship is broken. Go and look up the other target. Go ahead and cloak. Now if you cloaked before the guy exploded and your torps were out of the bay launching towards your target, your torps would not do any damage. That looks like we're clear. Checking D-scan is friendly. I'm going to go ahead and decloak, reload torps. Alright, next up. So a big thing to worry about with your bomber is that if you warp to within an HP, anything closer than 70k off of the belt there's a great potential you'll go ahead and either get decloaked on the belt or get trapped in the belt with a loyal on the belt. And our bombers don't do very well against loyals at all. There we go, perfect bomb run. So let's go ahead and bring up our tactical overview. And zoom out and look down. I'm going to find a target. Like the Sancho Devil, and mark the Sancho Devil with an A. Looks like he's about in a good sphere there. So what's going to happen is, once again, you need to go ahead and line onto your target, get your speed up to about 75% of your at true speed, your max speed. Once you're aligned, you'll drop the bomb on the target, and then we'll go ahead, just for today's purpose, we're going to turn 90 degrees hard to the right or left, and let's start locking up the targets and target painting them as well. Look at the max damage we can get out of this bomb. In this case, mousing over my bomb, I'm getting 7,680 with thermal damage. So it's going to be about 15,000 between both tunes and probably another 7 on the other, so about 22,000 per that volley. Looks like they're spreading out just a little bit, but we're going to go ahead and hit A anyway. Our bombers will be able to take care of the cruisers relatively easily. So go ahead and line on A, align. Once we get up to speed on Alpha, we'll go ahead and dump the bomb. Knock is almost there. Flame is there. When you see decloak, launch bombs. And when in doubt, let's go ahead. Decloak. Launch bomb. And there they are. Cloak up, cloak up.
Oh, we didn't even get the cloak.
No, we killed them all. Alright, warping to the next belt. So on your overview, you'll see the target's velocity. We have 12, 0, 0, so they're not really moving. Angular velocity, it really isn't moving. Radial away from us. Nothing's really happening here with these guys. So if you approach these Sancho straight on and did not turn, you'll be an easy target to hit, and they will. If you have a micro warp drive, it'll even be an easier target to hit, just like you're getting target painted. So in this case, we want to be moving across them. Our transversal velocity, we want to be as high as we can with our given sig radius. Our bomb launcher also increases our sig radius. So with that in mind, we could sig tank it if we didn't have the bomb launcher on, if we're just running a afterburner. So here we go. It looks like we have the two smaller ships, which are the ones we'll try to go after first. And it's Abomination, so it's something we can do. Tag 1 and 2. And these Devils tag 3. So let's go ahead and go below these asteroids. Double click in space. We're going to try to spread out a little bit. Knock went down, one will go left.
I'm in position. And orbiting 55.
Excellent, you looked out. Decloak, decloak. So we really didn't have an opportunity for any of the Reds to really target, or the Rats to target our ships, but if our velocity would have been down and we would have been facing towards them or running away from them, we would have been much easier targets to hit. We also would have been much easier targets to hit with our micro warp drives on. For that reason, don't have them on. For this particular ship, the fittings are also included in the fleet chat. It's kind of more specialized. This is a generic Swiss Army fit that works really well for what we end up doing, mixed bag between bombs and torps, whereas you may want to hitting a pause or a Poco, you may want to have 2 ballistic controls, not what we currently have in there. So this concludes the basic bomber tutorial, and if you have any other questions, please hit me up, Knockclair Serpens on with Mad Bombers at TDA, or any of my fellow Mad Bombers. Thanks a bunch.
Thank you.